Okay, welcome again. It is still Good Morning Anambra, and this is our discussion segment where we'll raise the topic and talk about it. Today is a very interesting one. You know, we are celebrating Christmas, by the way, compliments of the season. Okay, I don't even know that next tomorrow is Christmas, to be honest with you. I was getting up to do something, and they said, that's not a Christmas day. I said, oh, really? We work. We don't even know. What is important to us is to make sure that we'll get to you, talk to you, make sure that you're okay wherever you are, okay? Disseminate information, entertain you in every way possible. Welcome again. My name is Ijoma Uche. This morning, we're going to look at a very interesting topic for the season that you wouldn't want to miss. And the topic is the 2024 Nibo Carnival, Unveiling of Posh Productions and Urban Tribe magazines. Very interesting one. I am made to understand that this program has existed for 9 years. So hold on now as I introduce my guest who will tell you more about this. The guest is engineer Stephen Onyebuchi Ezagabu. Yeah, I got it. MD Urban Tribe Magazine Limited, Posh Magazines, and the founder of Nibo Carnival. A very good morning to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me this morning.
Good to have you here.
Yes,
and I must say you look good.
And you too.
You know, when I see people like you,
yes.
You know, I tend to be very proud that I come from this part of the world.
Yeah, because I got a swag on it.
You got to go?
Yeah.
Anambra na mama.
I know, mama.
Thank
it's
you.
a fact.
Okay. Welcome.
Thank
now,
you.
let's talk about this. Like I just, let it out that this program has started for 9 years. Give us the background of this program.
Yeah, this program started in 2016.
Okay.
And, what we came out to do then was a way to keep the youths busy. I grew up in Lagos, and when I came to school, I did school in Nnamdi Azikiwe University, and I kept noticing something. In the university community, you have these kind of programs, but in the main communities, people go to sleep. 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, people are already going to bed, and I felt this shouldn't be the way. You know, it should be a vibrant community, stay alive, stay awake, drive the economy, and all that. So I said, how can I be part of that if I'm saying that the youth should do something? And that idea now came. Why don't you give them a program? You're in this area, give them a program that keeps them awake, discovers their talents, and promotes their talent. That's how come we came about with Nibo Carnival. Well, I had to start with Nibo.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you, why Nibo?
That's where...
Why just Nibo?
No,
okay.
That was my point of contact. I am from Nibo.
Oh, really?
My point of contact first. Igbo people say, Ane bulzo, bidonono, that meaning you start from the house, or charity begins at home. And that's just it. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Charity begins at home. Do you have any plans to extend this, to move it from Nibo to perhaps Oka South local government area and by extension Anambra State?
Yes, we have that plan, and in fact that plan is right on time. It's coming in this next session. This is the last one we are doing in Nibo.
Okay.
As a whole.
The
so
last
the next one,
localized edition.
The last localized edition.
Okay.
The next one, we're taking it out. We already have a name for it.
Oh.
And yes, we just have to remove a little thing or add a little thing to make it all encompassing and to be able to touch other communities.
Okay, this one is Nibo Carnival. So what's that one? The new one going to be?
By just adding a hyphen, it becomes Nibo.
Nibo.
Ne-Ibo.
Oh, really?
That's how it is. Just adding a little apostrophe there.
I was waiting to hear Anambra or whatever. So, Nibo.
So we can't just focus on an area. Anambra is the birthplace of this program. And being that Anambra is the birthplace of this program, Anambra has the jewel of it. So Anambra will now not keep the water to itself. It has to feed every other Igbo community too. And looking at from history, Anambra has always been like the alpha point of Igbo events. Every Igbo-centered event has been focused on Anambra issues arising.
Anambra and her people.
Anambra and her people. You are passionate about Anambra, really. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so that's why we're going to have this Nibo, so that this will encompass everybody from the Igbo race.
Yes.
Whether you're from Enugu,
Anywhere
Ebonyi,
you are.
Abia, Imo, or anywhere, so as long as you are from Igbo area, not just Igbo region. You know, even if you're from River State or what do you call it, Delta State.
Yes.
This is a rallying point for all of us.
Yes.
So, how are we going to make that happen?
Okay, so because we don't just come up with these things without sitting down and thinking. I have a crew. I have people I work with. I have a staff. So we've sat down, we've had a round table, we've discussed and planned this thing. So the things that we are doing now, like communicating to people out there, is one of the steps that we are going to take to making this happen. Another one is to ensure that the youths understand what we are doing is to keep them busy. Because when you keep the youths busy, then the major engagement and the focus becomes that the youths get what they ought to get from our event, which is the exposure, the talent discovery, and the economic drive that this kind of program, which also attracts tourism anyway, this kind of program brings to us. So,
okay, I was actually going to ask you the scope of the program. Though it happens at Nibo, what level or caliber of people do come to that carnival? One. Secondly, you talked about getting, the budding talents. Have you been able to develop any?
Yes.
Have any of the young guys been able to come out of this group to, hit the ground running for himself?
Yes, I can say that, and then I can say that in two ways. One way, Nollywood veterans like Rita Arum have been involved. She got attracted to what we were doing, and then she came on board. And not only her, also Cardinal. Don Cardinal, you know him? He's been involved. You see, when people like this see what we are doing and they believe in it and they come in to the program, it tells you that for the veterans to believe in this thing, then they also see the opportunity that the youths can have. And then we have an artist like Flexi D, who's been, we discovered him that he could rap. Next thing, he has been on that show event all this period that we've been there. And then there is Nekene, Mr. Nekene from Achina. He came back from Poland, and what we've seen is he presenting his music, he presenting his vibrant artistry. I can say that that's the first time that we also noticed his own kind of music.
Okay.
And that's just it. So people are getting discovered.
People are getting discovered. That's beautiful. Let's look at activities that go on in that program. What and what? Is it just dancing? What, aspects of entertainment really goes on? You call it carnival. Okay. What and what plays out in this kind of situation when you're having a carnival at Nibo? Like
today is...
Like if I'm coming, what do I expect to see?
Yeah, today we have a symposium on Igbo arts and culture taking place at Royal Garden. And I would like to invite every single person, if you can, come down to Nibo at Royal Garden Hotels. We're having a symposium on Igbo arts and culture. The purpose of this symposium is very simple. It's time we start telling our own story. If you don't tell your own story, nobody's going to tell it for you or help you distribute or decimate your own story. Our story needs to be heard from our own angle. It's a very simple thing. And the only person that can make this bed for us to lie on is us. So we having this symposium is part of what we do with the Nibo Carnival. The next thing tomorrow we're having Ogene concert. I've never heard that anybody had an Ogene concert. Hip-hop concert is normal. You have Davido, you have all of them having their concerts. They want to have hip-hop concerts. But I'm tired of Ogene musicians, Ekbili musicians, you know, being people who are focused mainly on following the rich. I want them to show their music, their genre. We have a stage for them. They come there, they sit down, you're calm, you're in the crowd, you enjoy their music, you enjoy the Ogene sounds as it is. You know, how spiritual it is. It affects the spirit, it affects the mind. It helps you, when you listen to Ogene lyrics, you gain wisdom. You understand, for people who really understand the Ogene music, Ekbili music, it gives wisdom. These are the things that we want to sell to the world. So tomorrow we are having that, Royal Garden Hotel. The third day, which is on the 25th, at Civic Center, Nibo Civic Center, we're having a gala night. In that gala night, we're also having Adan Nibo Beauty Pageant for the 9th most beautiful girl in Nibo. The contestants are already warming up, they are training, they are rehearsing, they are doing their photo shoots and all that. The package is beautiful. And this is what Anambra is offering. And there is so much to come, right? There is so much to come. And the only person, like I said initially, that can sell this is us.
It's us.
And we have to sell it to the people.
What's the grand finale like? What is the ending? So it starts today and it's ending
it starts today, the 23rd. It runs through 24th and ends on 25th, with also an award night. Our award has been prestigious because we look at what people have done to our communities at large, the Igbo community, the Nigerian community, because we also believe in Nigeria. We believe strongly in the power of our personalities as our entities being able to tell our story, become the force majors, and, you know, take our own dominance. It's our place. It's our right to do. So we give awards to people who have done beyond our own imagination, to let them know that what you did the first time is great. We expect you to do more, because okay,
it's just the award is just for indigenous of Nibo.
No, it has never been for just it has never ever been for just indigenous of Nibo.
Okay.
It has never been. We've always extended it beyond Nibo to people who have done great things that we can reach.
Okay.
And who are willing to accept the awards.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, beautiful. It's fully packed, 3-day fully packed program, and a very interesting one for that matter. This carnival, so where does it come in? People dance around, move around. You know, when you say carnival, that's
it's a fiesta.
Yeah.
It's a galore. It's a dance period. You know, we go around, you know, on the streets, we parade, we showcase, and our masquerades give the idea of it, especially this Imoka. Imoka is a very beautiful culture. When you look at how the masquerades come en masse and walk on the streets and all that, if things like that are well organized, these are international tourist attractions. Because this is something people outside the country don't have. And the diversity of it, the richness of it, will make someone else want to come and watch and see what you have. And so that's why, you know, we have it. And in our own, we invited so many people. Like one of the clips, you will even see people from Akwa Ibom, because we are not trying to be just a Nibo people. Okay. We are trying to be as diverse as possible, attract people.
By extension, marketing Nibo to the world.
Exactly, not just Nibo, but yes, Nibo as the point of contact.
Okay, thank you very much. When we started, you talked about how you approach the banks and then they're not kind of forthcoming. Yes. Okay, so I want to ask you now, what is the sponsorship of this carnival like? Who are the sponsors?
So right now, we need sponsors, right? The banks, and not just the banks, but I take a lesson from the banks, because in Lagos, in Abuja, when you approach banks and say to them, I'm having a program, they are quick to respond to you. But when you are in Anambra, where banks are also taking money by the bullions from Onitsha, from Nnewi, from Oka, and distributing, and you tell them, you have a community service for the youths. We are having a program. Sponsor these programs. The banks don't even call you back because you are in Anambra. They don't even give you the courtesy of a callback to tell you no. At least, even when you call
when
me,
they run their banks with money from Anambra.
They even at least call me and tell me no. I prefer you tell me no than you ignore me and not even respond. MTN, Globalcom, they have the capacity to sponsor youth initiatives in Anambra. Keep the youths busy. Okay.
So now, who are the people sponsoring this one?
It is self-sponsored. It has been self-sponsored with the help of people like Bozano Wines, Trick Point Hotel, and Nibo Union USA contributed at the point. You know, so it has been, individuals will look at me and be like, I like what you're doing. Let me give you this. But when you look at the weight of that, that is not really commercial sponsorship. And what we need is truly commercial sponsorship. And then...
Have you thought of the, what do you call it, the network providers like the MTN, Globalcom?
Oh, we've written severally. I think we wrote back to back to all those ones like 6 years back to back, and then we got tired of writing because they don't even respond to you.
What about the breweries?
NBC, Nigerian breweries, they responded when we wrote to them, and they sent us drinks. And every now and then, sending us drinks is good, but for us to drive our initiatives,
you need money.
It's money. Okay. It's a cash crunch thing. It's a cash thing.
Did you tell them? Did you let them know?
Oh, we let them know all the time. Oh, okay. We let them know.
Okay.
The other part is, I haven't let them know. We now want them to respond. We want them to respond.
Okay, let's look at the future of this program. Yeah. What do you expect to see in the next 5 years? Now that you are porting from Nibo to Anambra and then to the Igbo race, what do we expect to see in the next 5 years from this program?
You see, the beauty of a thing is the ability for it to stay so long. The longevity of something, the life that it can sustain. And having done it at home, it's now necessary for us to take it outside and let the whole world see it. 5 years from now, I want to see people from UK coming to Anambra to come and attend the Carnival. I want to see people from America coming to Anambra to come and attend the program. Bringing the money to Anambra government to come and be a part of it. Because I know that our government is working hard trying to show us to the world. So when the government is doing their own, what is our own? We are also doing our own part. And this is it. We are doing our own part. For 5 years from now, people from the Caribbean with their own carnival should say, let's also go and share with these people. Let's have communion with these people during their carnival. That's what I want to see. Okay. Being more diverse, being more global. Okay. That's just the...
Anambra to the world.
Anambra to the world. Oh, you got you got it right.
Okay. Thank you very much. I know what you're doing. This carnival fall under a particular ministry in Anambra State. Now that you want to make it an Igbo thing, not just Nibo thing, do you think of partnering with the Entertainment Commission and by extension partnering with the Anambra State government?
Anambra State government should consider this their own turf because the jewel sits in your own house. Commissioner for Women's Affairs was present to support the Girl Child initiative of this program. She has been there 2 years back to back, you know, giving her support, giving her strength it's that kind of beautiful thing that we want to see. And I didn't even meet her as the founder of the thing. I never even expected to see her. She just came. She heard about the program, and she said she wanted to find out what's going on. I was touched because she didn't need us to rigmarole, to dance. She just heard that there is a girl child initiative going on, and she showed up to know, okay, what's going on. And she sat down there.
Is that what you expect from other ministries?
Because that's
like
heartfelt. It's heartfelt. It's touching to see that.
Perhaps you got to know that something like that is going on, but in this case, you should notify the government.
We notify the government, and we know we are going to get better responses. We know we are going to get better responses. We just want better responses. Though the ones that we've notified, we take it that they are busy, but we want them to consider our business too in their business.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, I think at this point, you guys have to give some message to the youth. One, opportunity for you to market this your program and tell us exactly what to expect. And secondly, talk to our youth on how to discover their talents early in life instead of moving around the town, smoking, and getting themselves involved in one criminal activities or the other.
I will say this to the Anambra youth. If you have something in you that you believe in, only you know. Nobody else knows. Your mother does not know. Your father does not know. If you believe that in your heart you are a musician, you have to sit down and craft your music. You have to develop your music, your talent. And when you do that, don't stay thinking that someone will discover you at home. You have to come out and participate in events and programs like the one that we have created now, like Nibo Carnival. And when you come out on that stage to perform or showcase what you have, don't be afraid. You've come out already. You can't be a masquerade and then stand there and start looking for another masquerade. You're the masquerade already. You just have to display what you carry for us to feel you and for you to go viral. It's a very simple thing, you see? And then if you're a dancer, you dance it like it has never been danced before. Dance it in such a way that people who need dancers will be like, let us contact this dancer, and this dancer should come forward. Yes, dance has taken people far. Music has taken people far. There was a time when they said that Michael Jackson's name was so great that it was more popular than the name of the Queen of England.
Or even
it is
American
possible.
President.
And you understand? So all these things are possible, and it's all a blessing. When you have a gift to give to the world, you have to give it out to the world. Don't keep it inside. You have to bust it through. Stay at home, work on your craft, develop your craft, and present it to the world. I personally said, when I wanted to start Nibo Carnival, is it possible for me to make that kind of expense, to be able to reach people? Is it possible for me to be able to affect people? How big is what I'm about to get into, that it will be able to touch and affect the lives that I want to affect or touch? I could have easily said to myself that it's impossible. People actually told me that it's impossible, that I'm looking at something that's impossible. But this is 9 years of impossibility being done, about to be crowned 1 more year of doing the impossible. And we hope that every single time we turn into another edition, we are turning into a page. And that's how I would like the youth to see themselves, be motivated by what they do, and take it out there for people to also see.
Okay, beautiful.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, we'll take a break here to bring the Nibo Carnival, 2024 Nibo Carnival jingle. And when we come back, we'll start rounding off.
Ezibo, we're pianting and I can boss why you're thinking. Inugo maka Nibo Carnival before. Aye. Nibo Carnival's efforts in promoting Anambra and Nigerians' art, culture, and the creative economy through a laudable initiative. One day you can so. What I can put to Olugia. Inukwana Carnival, Magono, Kaimweli Angoli, Bale, Gugosi cultures and tradition. Now, this culture and tradition and Egusi does not just stop. Even the Nibo no, and I invite different ethnic groups, different tribes, you know what I'm saying, down to Nibo to come and show their tradition and custom. Last 2 years, people were invited from Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Delta State, Fabia, go see their ethnic dance, tribal dance, and all that. Okay, this year got very, very cultured. You know what I'm saying? The founder, Nibo Carnival, Onyebuchi Ezagabu, but the CEO, Urban Tribe Magazine, Ekugona, Nibo Carnival has come to stay. Now, this year, Gebido na the 23rd of December 2024. 23rd of December 2024, Gabo Symposium on Igbo Arts and Culture. Then 24th of December, Gabo Ogene concert. Guys, I got Bugangam. You know what I'm saying? Eba game, 24th and 23rd, Gabo na Royal Garden Hotels, Nibo. Another Royal Garden Hotels, Nibo Kageme. This.